damn, Mike.
Hold on, man.
Oh man, some dude pod episode. Make sure you like. So y'all know before we went live, because Mike was having camera issues last week. So before we go live, I say, Mike, your camera good? He was like, yeah, we should be all right. Soon as the intro play, you see the little circle thing with the little man in there. Some dude pod. Make sure you rate, like, subscribe to the Barbershop Network, home of Some Dude Pod. Make sure you follow us on everything at Some Dude Pod. Mike underscore, was it Mike?
Mike
B
B underscore CHR.
You know what I'm saying? Still ain't got no Mike B, the cool hoodie. You know what I'm saying?
Cool Hype Radio.
So
I got you, babe. The logo is
still,
logo belongs to me, so I can get you the merch made at any moment. All right,
just come on, man. Make sure you follow us on everything. Great conversation we gonna have today. Before we get started, mental health check. How you doing, Mike?
I'm tired. I'm tired.
Man.
I'm tired. That's the mental health check. I'm tired, bro. It's been a long week. It's been a long week.
This week has been a long week.
And we only at hump day.
Bam.
We only at hump day. It's been a long week. That's all I got right there. I'm tired, but I'm here. I'm appreciative of everything. I'm grateful.
I'm still standing. I'm still strong.
I'm still standing strong, but it's been a long week, and we halfway there, bang. That's just how I feel right now. Everything else is up and up. How about you?
Hi. I was telling Miriam, it seemed like my days be going good until like the end of the day.
Yeah.
And then it's like it's like, come on, fam. Like for real.
Yeah.
Like today, a lot of today was like, man, for real. Today, like right now.
You gonna do this right now?
Come on, bro. Like right now. And then it does not help that being that my work is built into entertainment. So much stuff going on. I said yesterday that Cardi B was probably going to announce that she's pregnant today.
Yeah, it made sense. We knew that was coming.
Yeah, like once I saw her in the tunnel for a Jennifer Hudson show, I was like, yeah, that announcement coming by the end of this week. And we gonna talk about that.
It's like we knew she was pregnant, but it was just like, when are you actually gonna stop lying on social media to the people, or making people think they crazy for, you know what I'm saying, acknowledging that you're pregnant, you know? So you know, like,
I see both sides.
I get it. It's her private. It's her privacy. It's her life. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing, though. When people it's not even, if people are like congratulating you, people notice it and they're giving you like grace, but you're blowing it off like, you know what I'm saying, like we crazy. Oh, I'm just bloated. You know, like don't play with us like this, Cardi. Like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? I put on social WrestleMania, and even though technically she was pregnant during WrestleMania, if you look at the timeline, when she came out at SummerSlam night 1, I was like, yo, she popped.
Okay.
Like, I saw her pop out and come down that stage. I was like, yeah, she popped.
Yeah.
Announcement coming soon, but she popped.
Okay.
And
I didn't notice it at SummerSlam.
Go back. Go back and look at, I mean, you ain't got to watch all the SummerSlam. Just go back to night 1.
I remember when she came out and everything.
Yeah, look at it again. Now look at it from, now you know she pregnant. You're going to look at that and you're going to be like, oh, yeah, she popped.
Yeah.
And I had said it. I didn't say it on Twitter. I think I said it in the First Black Champ group. And I had said it to a couple of coworkers, like, yo, she popped. Mm-hmm. Announcement coming soon. Did somebody announce something? She was showing at SummerSlam, night 1. And when she didn't pop up, remember, my prediction for SummerSlam was that she was going to cost somebody the title.
Mm-hmm.
I already felt like she was pregnant when she was coming down that joint.
Okay.
But when she wasn't involved, she popped.
Yeah.
And like when she was going through the trial and everything, you could tell in there too. When she came through that tunnel, I told my team, I said, yo, get a shell ready because she announced that she's pregnant between tomorrow and Friday. But we gonna get into that because it's not necessarily about Cardi being pregnant. It's about the rollout. Shouts out to our fearless leader at Barber's Chair Network, Scott Lewis. Scott has famously said that everything is a rollout.
Yeah.
And the pregnancy is definitely a rollout.
Yeah, absolutely.
With that being said, started off with something that everybody has been talking about and discussing for the last 2 days. Dame Dash interview on the Breakfast Club yesterday.
Yeah.
My man said that he was the CEO of Revolt with an option to buy or, and all of that. Let me first say this, y'all. Shouts out to Jonathan Hood. Part of this is going to be in my I'm a suit bag because of some of the things that was discussed in that interview and stuff. But I want to start off with talking about just Dame in general. Like, a lot of people think that Dame is going out bad. A lot of people got their opinions about Dame and all these things is going on with him, from the things with Jay-Z and him getting into it or having, beef as say with people that he's worked with or people like 50 when it comes to, some of the things he has going on. He ain't got no teeth in the front. He got dentures, look like he getting the veneers and stuff. People talk about that. People say he's broke. He's talking about like family offices and stuff. And I know from a business standpoint, I have an idea of what that is. But I know you are a Rockefeller stan, as I. So when you see Dame out here in these streets, what are your thoughts?
It's sad, but I'm not shocked. Damon Dash has always, been the guy who never held back when it came to like expressing his feelings about any and every situation that he's involved in. So what's going on right now with Dame doesn't shock me one bit. I mean, he's been going through it. Like, this year it's been a wild year for Dame. I mean, you could always go back to the fallout of Rockefeller, but we won't go back that far. You could kind of say that this crash out or this, the demise of Dame right in front of our eyes kind of like started when he was trying to sell his his share of Rockefeller, or Reasonable Doubt, excuse me, the ownership of Reasonable Doubt. You could kind of say this is when it started, because there were rumors going around talking about he was trying to sell it for a certain amount, and then he'll pay off his debt or debts or whatever. He's like, it was known public information that he was in debt and that he needed to sell this portion of Reasonable Doubt. It was like he was having like a bidding war for it. He was telling people that he was gonna give them like a Rockefeller chains, the pendants, and so whoever it was that was gonna buy it. And I think Jay was trying to buy it, but Dame wasn't trying to sell it to. He didn't want Jay-Z to have ownership, that third of the ownership of an album that's actually belongs to Jay-Z, which is crazy, you know what I'm saying, to say that Damon Dash didn't want the guy actually who recorded the album to have a third ownership of it. So you kind of say it started then, and then he finally sells it, I guess, for however much, or it got auctioned off, and it went towards Damon Dash's debt. And then but Dame's still out here on IG, what I'm saying, making himself known, and out here promoting everything that he has going on. And I want to say this one thing before I continue about Dame. I might not agree with a lot of things that Damon Dash says in regards to like the Rockefeller breakup and how things things that he might have said in regards to Hove and other Rockefeller artists, but I will always respect Dame and Dash for continuing to promote ownership. Like, he lets it be known and he shows it off that he is always going to stand behind being the owner of something. You know what I'm saying? And he always represents, he still has his CEO brand that he still reps and wears and everything like that. And he promotes like his movies and you know, having his own streaming network and all that stuff like that. I don't know how these businesses are actually doing, you know, if they're making any profit or anything like that, but Damon Dash continues to promote being an owner. And I respect that. And he's always done that. And I will always have the utmost respect for him when it comes to that. Now, fast forward to where we are now, him being in a beef with Cameron was not on my bingo card for
not
ever.
all.
Ever. Like, this man, it's like Cameron has publicly said and publicly let it be known all the things that Damon Dash has done for him. And vice versa. Like, Damon Dash has always spoke highly of Cameron, and Cameron has always spoke highly of Damon Dash. And here we are. These niggas is beefing with each other, bro. And shout out to Cameron. He's doing his own thing, you know, with the sports podcast with Mace. And then, you know, he has his own show, Talk with Flea on Revolt. You know what I'm saying? So Cameron is out here doing big things when it comes to like the content creating and everything like that. So big ups to him. But and then here we are. I'm the way that Cameron presents himself on social media, you know what I'm saying, with being like a troll and an asshole about certain things. When he at first when this beef started, it was like, is this shit for real? Is they like dead ass? Are they trying to promote something? I don't know. But apparently it's not. It hasn't come to them like trolling, and it's like oh, you know what I'm saying? You know, we just playing. Damon Dash is literally out here trying to bring Cameron down and going on the Breakfast Club and doing interviews and just going crazy, fam. Going crazy. And in regards to the Breakfast Club interview, I wasn't a fan of him going on the Breakfast Club because I knew exactly what was going to happen. The Breakfast Club didn't bring Damon Dash on here to actually have a real conversation with him, in my opinion. They tried to bring Damon Dash on there because they knew Damon Dash was going to make an ass of himself. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of don't fuck with the Breakfast Club for doing that. I don't like the fact that they did that. Because if you check the records and check the old interviews, Damon Dash has acted a fool on the Breakfast Club already. You know what I'm saying? Calling out DJ Envy. You know what I'm saying? Telling them that he got a boss and, you know what I'm saying, kind of like downplaying the fact that he works for a radio station and all that shit like that and everything else. Like, he made a fool of himself and he went right back on the Breakfast Club and made a fool of himself again. So it's tough to see Damon Dash do these things in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? So being a Rockefeller guy, and I love Dame, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the biggest fan of like things he said about Hove and, you know, things that and you know, his perspective on the Rockefeller breakup. I'm not necessarily a fan of any of that, but nonetheless, he's still Damon Dash, and it's sad to see what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'll let you touch on even more, man. You know what I'm saying, in regards to him lying, or is he lying, or what are we doing here? What is going on, man? How do you see this as the, you know what I'm saying, the radio guy? You know, what are you seeing right now? What is going on with him?
So first of all, shouts out to Detavio Samuels. Detavio Samuels is the CEO of Revolt. Well, he's the CEO of the parent company of Revolt. I can't remember the name of it. But I worked with Detavio. Detavio was president of digital at one point. He oversaw the digital at Urban One at some point. He was president of I1. And then he was overseeing I1 and Radio One, and I was underneath that. Detavio is a cool dude. Like, Detavio is one of my favorite people to work with, and I wish wish him well. Everything going to Revolt. I remember when he actually went to go over to Revolt. To be, I think it was he came there originally as like the COO, I believe. And then he became the CEO. And then a lot of the puff things started to happen and all of that. So when he got to Revolt, it There was already a lot of stuff that was going on, and then as the Diddy thing happened, there was a lot of stuff that was going on from there, and
Hey,
it's a lot.
babe, can I hit you with a breaking news real quick? I don't know if you saw this. The Jimmy
Uh-uh.
Kimmel Show has been suspended indefinitely.
I'm gonna get to that. Yeah.
All right, cool. Go ahead.
I saw that. We gonna get to that.
Yeah,
we are gonna get to that.
Yeah.
Because all of this raps with each other, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Datavio, he's the CEO. I've never known Datavio to be a liar. In the time that I worked with him, I've never known him to be a liar. I've never known Datavio to be somebody that is not stand up. So when Datavio says that this is not true, according to the email that the Shade Room acquired,
shout out to
a lot of removing parts with people that I'm connected with.
Yeah.
When I see that email, and if that email does come from Datavio, then I believe Datavio. Because I've never known Datavio to be a liar. Known Datavio to be a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
Dame has not necessarily been the most truthful in these last couple of years. He speaks. See, here's what I hate about people when it comes to truth. There is the truth, and then there's your truth. And your truth could be a lie, right? It could be some shit that you made up, and you say that's your truth. So there's your truth, and then there's the truth. Now, I'm more likely to believe Datavio if that email did indeed come from Datavio. I'm going to read this from Vibe Magazine. They updated so Vibe Magazine came out with a post right after the Breakfast Club interview. Said that Dame Dash, named Revolt TV chairman, unveils my paid in full docuseries trailer. And I posted this in the Some Dude group yesterday. And I made sure to put in the caption, Dash will remain chairman for 1 month, effective immediately. I'm going to shout out, I saw one of my homies from high school, Seth, shouts out to him, underneath a post that said, this is like being principal for the day at school. Being chairman for 30 days? That don't make sense for me or to me. Being chairman for 30 days with an option to buy? Like what? You test driving a car?
I think that's pretty much what it is. That's exactly what it sounds like, man.
Yeah, that is what.
Let me run this company and see if I want to like acquire this.
Let me see. Let me work here for 30 days and then I'll see if I want to buy it.
Yeah.
That in itself, when he said on the Breakfast Club, he never said 30 days. He was like, yo, I am the new CEO of Revolt. Like, and all I was thinking was, that can't be unless I probably would have. I saw that. First of all, let me say I saw that. I asked the question to somebody, and I know that somebody would have told me if this was true or not. I posted it so somebody could see it, and they laughed at it. So let me just say that. Second thing is, again, chairman for 30 days with an option to buy. Again, that's like renting a car for 30 days or renting a car or taking a test drive and being like, yo,
it's like a 7-day trial of HBO Max.
Right.
Watch all this content, right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you want to subscribe.
Right. Yeah, this is definitely a 7-day trial on some shit that you got on your iPhone.
Yeah.
But you make sure to not forget it so you don't have to pay in 7 days. Him saying that I am the chairman for 30 days or him saying I'm the chairman. Dame Dash going on the Breakfast Club and saying that he's the chairman is one thing. But then the article coming out and saying that that Dame will be the CEO for 30 days. And then him coming out saying that I'm chairman for 30 days with an option to buy. What? Makes no sense to me whatsoever. But it came out on Vibe. As Dame said, it didn't come out on Deadline or any of those trades. It was Vibe magazine. What caught me is there was a quote from Datavio, which says, and mind you, hold on. See, this is the other confusing part of the Vibe magazine article. Mm-hmm. It says that Damon Dash is the CEO, or he's the chairman, for 30 days. And then it says Revolt CEO, Datavio Samuels, and it has a quote that I will read, which says that the network spoke on the network's partnership with Dame Dash and American New Network, expressing his respect and admiration for Dash's track record as a visionary. As CEO of a media company dedicated to the hip-hop culture and its diverse creators and consumers who drive it, it makes sense to do business with Dame. Does not say anything about transition of power. Mm-hmm. It says do business. So, what I will say is this. I do believe that Datavio was talking today about content. Datavio had, while we was working together, Datavio had created a platform around creators mm-hmm. that was not only for internal but external, that he had some big ideas for. So I know that Datavio is for the creator. So seeing that quote is similar to what we were doing when he was working here. I created this joint in DC called Voices. He put that joint on the platform.
I remember.
So it's nothing different. Yeah, it's nothing different than what he has done in the past. Datavio supports the creator. So I can see Datavio with Revolt saying, hey, content, let's bring it over. Let's do something. Let's license. Let's get it up. Same thing he did with Drink Champs. Same thing he did with Joe Budden. Same thing they did with Joe Budden, even though he wasn't the CEO, I believe, when Joe Budden show was on there. Same thing that they did with Cameron's joint. However, the CEO shit, I think that's Dame Dash jumping and giving an inch and trying to take a mile.
Yeah.
That's how I see that. Even in the text messages that was sent over now, one thing that I will say is this. In that one text thread that it showed, it looks like it's an email of Datavio, and it looks like there was a conversation when it comes to a conversation. Mm-hmm. It does look like that. But Dame never showed where this is actually what the plan is. That's why, to me, when I look at that text message, listen, it seems like to me that Dame had a conversation about content, and Dame tried to go from a content conversation to a maybe I'll buy this. Somebody probably listened, because in that email, it looked like they at least listened. Mm-hmm. But it went nowhere. But we can still have a conversation about content. Dame went on the Breakfast Club, overshot. Now he out here looking crazy. And that's the issue that I have. there could have very well been a conversation between Datavio and Dame. But Dame ain't gonna lead that conversation no matter what he's talking about with this family office or not.
Yeah.
It's gonna be somebody else within that conversation. And the conversation is just a conversation. I could go have a conversation with somebody about potentially buying their car. That don't mean I'm gonna buy it. It's just a conversation.
Yeah.
And that's what it seems like is Dame's MO lately.
But why?
I wish I could tell you.
We want to know that the burning question here is why? Why, Dame? Why go here and make up this lie, or you spew this lie, or what actually made you think, or you was under the assumption that this was something that you could go on the radio and say, and not knowing that this would get fact checked?
Oh no, that's
immediately. Dame's been in this business a long time.
Look, even the Vibe magazine article looked weird to me.
Yeah.
Because for something, if Dame Dash struck a deal to potentially buy Revolt, that is going to go in Deadline. That probably will go in the Hollywood Reporter.
Yeah.
But most importantly, and this is why I never believed it in the first place, there was never a press release. That was the telltale sign that some bullshit is here.
Yeah.
Because if Dame Dash and Revolt came to a deal, it wouldn't be a Vibe article. It would be a press release that Vibe uses as the article.
Yep.
There would be a press release that would come down from a press release trade that says from the office of logos, all that, and then it's music mogul Damon Dash to be Revolt TV CEO for 30 days. Potential purchase. Dame Dash, it'll be the who, what, when, where's, and why's.
Yeah.
It will be quotes from Datavio, Dame Dash.
Yeah.
Then at the bottom of it, it would be Revolt TV summary, boom, 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 been here since, boom, boom. Where's the press release? That article that you see on Vibe magazine is not a press release. It's just an article. It's not a press release. Somebody go to a press release trade and find that. Unless Vibe has that, then this is hearsay. Now, they put two updates on the article. At 6:35 Eastern Time yesterday, said a statement released via the Shade Room indicates that a deal between Dame Dash and Revolt TV has not been confirmed despite discussions of potential collaboration. Dash, however, remains adamant that his interim position with Revolt TV is legitimate. More to come. Then at 11:30 Eastern Time this morning, Vibe has reached out to Datavio Samuel, CEO of Revolt, regarding reports by the Shade Room and the Breakfast Club alleging that a quote attributed to Samuels that was provided by Vibe by Dame Dash's public relations team is fabricated. Samuels has yet to respond to our request for comment. Dash says he stands firmly behind the quotes and statements provided to Vibe in our original reporting. That right there is the issue.
Mm-hmm.
The quote attributed to Samuels that was provided by Vibe by Dash's public relations team. That didn't come from Revolt. That came from Damon. It was not a joint press release.
Yeah.
It came from Damon. And Vibe never confirmed that for Revolt because it came from Damon. This ain't true unless it comes from both.
Yeah.
And I believe that Datavio, Samuels, and Revolt are being respectful to Dame Dash. To talk. This is what this is, fam. This ain't that. Unless you show us something else, we ain't having that conversation. Because those conversations don't happen so quickly.
Yeah.
So I think out of respect of the legacy of Dame Dash, they not trying to throw dude under the bus and run over him a couple of times.
Definitely shout out to Revolt and everybody over there for handling this with grace, you know, and it and not like you said, it could be ugly. It could just be like flat out like, hey, bro, this ain't that. You know, it's being taken care of in the most professional way possible. And
or Revolt possibly could be looking at this and saying, yo, it's not worth the time. Now, mind you, the Breakfast Club and Revolt have a relationship.
Yeah.
Because the Breakfast Club was one simulcast on
Revolt. Mm-hmm.
So,
and Damon Dash, why would you think that Revolt would want to do business with you? And then you're going on the Breakfast Club and you're calling Charlemagne all kind of names. You know what I'm saying? You just insulting the man, just being all flat out disrespectful, G. Like, who? Like, you're still up to your old ways, thinking that you can go wherever you. This is the problem with Dame. He think he could go wherever he wants, go on these interviews, other people's platforms, and say all of these things that he, you know what I'm saying, just feels like he can say, which you are free to say. But there's consequences behind the words. And the consequences could possibly be like nobody will deal with you when it comes to doing business. Like, I don't understand why Dame hasn't, because once again, he lives behind the fact that nobody can tell me what to do. I'm a boss. I'm an owner. And that's been part of Dame Dash's downfall pre all of this shit. Rockefeller days, early Rockefeller days. It's not as Dame in that sense. Damon Dash has not changed, and it will continue to be his downfall. I don't know if there's a method behind this madness that Dame has going on right now, but shit ain't looking clear. It ain't looking good at all. So,
Landon, your mama right there. You just gonna walk up. I feel you though. My man just walked up to me while I was recording, while I was talking. His mama right there.
What do you ask you?
Asking for something. I think he asked for a juice. What do you ask for, juice? What do you want? I think he just wanted to talk in the mic. So look, like I said, Tavio ain't never struck me for a liar in working with him. He's always struck me as a stand-up guy. He's always for the coach. He's always building. And him being that Revolt and being able to do that with some of the people that he's been doing that, and even with his own platform. Yeah. Like that's always what he's pushed for. With that being said, the clear dead giveaway for me is that it wasn't a joint press release. It was from Dame Dash Public Relations team. Yeah. It wasn't from both of them. It wasn't from, good job. It wasn't from Datavio Samuels, the office of Datavio Samuels. It wasn't from the office of Revolt. It wasn't a joint press release. Vibe, according to them, said that the quote attributed to Samuels that was provided to Vibe by Dash's public relations team. That ain't joint. Yeah. That's from them. And they ran with it. And that's dumb as hell from that. Like, if that was me as the director of content of the company that I work for, and you send me that, I need something that's going to be attributed to both of you. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't. Again, it came from Dame Dash's public relations team. So why would you believe, or why would you run with that if you have not gotten confirmation that this is something that's not only from Dame, this is from Revolt as well? I wouldn't have ran with that story.
Yeah. That's why I said I need to know the method to this madness. I don't get the direction that Dame Dash is trying to go, or what it is he's planning?
I mean, he's trying to finesse the shit.
What?
Look, again, a conversation was probably had. It looks like in one of those posts, there was an email that said, yo, he want to talk about shit.
Who's advising Damon Dash right now? Oh, wait. Nobody. He's a boss. He don't answer to nobody.
Yeah, I mean,
Damon,
clearly that's what it is. And
fine.
look, I have always been a fan of Dame. I've always been a fan of Dame. Like I was definitely, especially when I was doing music, like I saw what Dame was doing.
Yeah, y'all Bang used to rap.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but when I saw that, yes, I did. What the fuck? And
I was just letting it be known to people out there who's like shocked that Bang said he do music. Yeah, I didn't know. They ain't had bars. Go ahead.
Hey, Doherty could kiss my ass too. Let me just say this: Doherty could kiss my ass. I was joking around because Doherty's going to be back at the crib hosting a open mic. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, Doherty Pongo is a correspondent on MTV, Paramount, all that. See him on the red carpet at the MTV Video Music Awards and all of that. Doherty was once one of my students at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, and he took over for me as the program director for WindyCityUnderground.com after I left. Doherty is in New York doing this thing, but he's supposed to be coming back to Chicago to host an open mic. So I jokingly was like, yo, I got a hot 16. He's like, yo, don't do that, OG. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Whoa.
Bang took offense when he said OG. Like, hold on now.
Whoa.
I ain't OG. I'm still up.
Don't inspire me to get a 16 to come to your place come to your spot. Because remember, I did that at Fresh Fridays. When we were doing Fresh Fridays, I did that. Because we was passing the mic around the freestyle.
Yeah.
And acapella. Go rap on one of these goddamn beats. Told Marco, give me, and Nick out.
Damn.
I didn't know. Yeah, no. Stop bullshitting.
Yeah.
Get to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Doherty, I'm gonna just roll up and just be like, oh, that's how you gonna play me, fam? That's how we doing. But nah, to close up on this Dame Dash thing, I've always respected Dame. I loved how Dame fought for the artist, for Rockefeller. I always liked how he moved at that point. And sometimes the person who's fighting for everybody looks like the villain to somebody. And I understood that. I understand that now. Even some like Memphis Bleak had talked about how he found out that on Club Shay Shay, how he found out that he was about to get jerked from a management deal he signed. And he was like, no, we're going to fix this. I've always saw Dame as somebody who fought for his people. And again, sometimes you fight so much that you become the villain. That's where Dame is at right now.
Mm-hmm.
You fight so much to where you become the villain. You fight so much that you don't even know what you're fighting for at this point.
Mm-hmm.
That's always been my concern with Dame as he's gotten older. You're used to fighting so much that you turn out to be the villain. And you just forget what you're fighting for at some point. And I think that Dame just needs to slow down. That's my advice. He just needs to slow down, fam. Like, you got so much shit that's going on. Like, slow down. 90s Dame, 2000s Dame, always respected how he fought for his people at Rockefeller. But again, you fight so much, somebody's going to see you as the villain.
Mm-hmm.
No matter if you fighting for good or not, somebody's going to see you as the villain. And I felt that then because I felt like I would fight for people so much that I then become the villain because all they used to seeing you do is fight. And that's how I ended up in a lot of the shit that I ended up in and losing some of the friendships and the partnerships that I had because I fought so much that I ended up becoming the villain. You got to let that go. I think Dame got to let that go and understand that he does not have to be in the spotlight all the goddamn time. And I think that's something that he's dealing with too. He ain't the, you know, and he ain't fighting against what the Def Jam thing. He ain't fighting against the Def Jam symbol that I have right here. He's used to fighting.
Yeah.
When you ain't got shit to fight, like you manufacture some shit. And I think a lot of this is manufacturing. Another cog in this is Cameron, though. Cameron had a week. It actually starts with Adrian Broner being on the show. Looks like he was slapped on the show. He was drunk for some people. And he was hitting on Stat Baby. And her boyfriend is there.
Yeah.
And Cam gave him his money. Told him he had to go. Yo, we'll talk. I love you, bro. When he leaves, you know, Cam was talking. But what the majority of everybody see is Cam sending Adrian Broner on his way. And then you start to see the Breakfast Club interview and all of that stuff. But am I wrong in saying this about Cam? If you guys listened to some dude before, I have said that Cameron and Dipset has reminded me of my drug dealing cousins. My cousins that was getting money.
Yeah.
When I was younger, right? Yeah. And that's what Dipset reminded me of. It reminded me of my cousins, or like the OGs that was always getting money and try to tell you, nah, young blood, no, you stay over there, little homie. Like, we doing that. You ain't got to do that. We gonna be better. The Dipset Cam ain't this Cam. This Cam still has the pettiness to him.
Oh, absolutely.
But I call it petty maturity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm older, I see things differently. I'm not gonna come down to your level, but if I do, I'm gonna get to it. Not in the way I would have in 1999.
To that point,
or
though,
2003.
To that point, it's like it's graceful pettiness.
There you go.
Like, it's like I'm gonna use this platform and I'm gonna sit Cam like when he did the Omar Gooden thing. It was nice and calm. Like, I'm not gonna holler and scream over this microphone. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna speak nice and calmly. So yeah, back in Pink Fur Cam would have been spazzing. Totally, Cam has matured, and I fucks with Cam. I wasn't big on Cam back in the day, especially when he was beefing with Hove. But I fucks with him now, though. You know what I'm saying? I love what he's doing. You know, I respect what he's doing and everything like that. And he can still rap a little bit too. Like when he spit his bars at the intro of the shows and shit, like he can still get in the booth and do his thing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Cam in that sense. Like the maturity is there, man. Like you said.
Yeah, like the old Cam, I feel like would look for the beef. Are you saying my name? Oh man.
Any little thing.
Value 7. I did say value 7. We about that's where we at. Yep. This Cam ain't looking for it, but if you bring it to his attention, I got you. It's kind of weird.
It's you still trying. It's like you still processing. Like, is this the Cam that we were listening to back in the 2000s? Like, is this can't be Dipset Cam?
Can't be this Cam. Like Jim Jones. Let's not forget Jimmy. Jim Jones. Omar Gooden.
Yeah.
Dame. Am I missing somebody?
As of right now, like beef wise, who
since he's been doing It Is What It Is, there's been Jim Jones, Omar Gooden, Dame Dash.
Nah, he got it somebody else. He got it somebody. Shit, I can't remember. I gotta go back and look. at one of his videos. He got at a couple more people on the show. Like kind of like just it wasn't nothing crazy. Like it wasn't prolonged.
Yeah, it was
just like he addressed shit and then that's it. I gotta go back.
Yeah, because it was like it was a misunderstanding with Joe Budden. And I want to say it was a
Okay,
misunderstanding with somebody else.
he had a he spoke with Joe. He spoke on Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying? They had their words, and then they kind of just moved on.
I think it was Nori too, when Nori had to do a video. Was like, yo, you my friend, like you're actually my friend.
Mm-hmm.
You could call me, and that shit was deaded.
Yeah,
but to see his reactions to those beefs has been surprising. Like I'm used to Cam being real petty. Like I think the pettiness of the Omar Gooden thing was the most, and he could get pettier than that.
Oh yeah.
Are we for this version of Cam?
Yes.
Or do we miss Pink Fur? No. Curtis.
I'm cool with this Cam right here, bro.
Jay-Z cool. Throwing John Cletus. What's John
Cletus and you 42 years old. How you on the beach wearing Sean Cletus with jeans? That was Cam.
Like
which 42 years old.
Like, which Cam would we rather have?
I love
would we Cam. Rather have that Cam or this Cam?
That Cam back in the day was ignorant. That was ignorant Cam. He was ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, you know what I'm saying? You used to look, you was ignorant back in the day. You know what I'm saying? You know. So now that you got older, you know, you've matured. You know, we're adults now.
Kids.
You can, but nonetheless, people that don't know you know. Like if you don't know Bang, you know what I'm saying? It's like at that moment, if you need to address some shit, you'll address it. But you don't have to. You ain't gotta address it how back in 2008, 2009, Bang. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to.
So you've seen the growth in me
absolutely,
and Cam.
Absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely. It's like
I appreciate that.
It definitely resembles each other. Like it's like absolutely, man. Like y'all were the same kind of people. Like you could get loud and get ignorant on anybody. That's how Cam used to be. So it's I love it. I love the
because sometimes I be wanting to go back to that.
For what? For what? Just to show that you still got it. Is it so that you can still do it?
Well, that's part of it.
You don't need to do that.
That's part of it.
It's different now, man. We got kids. We got corporate jobs and shit.
It's like Marlo when he stole on dude on the corner at the end of this last season.
Exactly. You know,
sometimes I want to steal off the little homie.
You just want to see if you still got it, huh?
See if I still got it sometimes.
If that's what you feel like you need to do, I respect that as well. But you Cam,
I ain't got the money to give somebody to just do some random ass movie shit.
True.
Like I don't. Yeah. I got stories for days. Like, see, that's it. I ain't never did nobody wrong. Like, I ain't never intentionally did nobody wrong.
Yeah. I don't think so, Bang. I've seen you get into some petty back and forth with people though, or just with the comment section, or like just people in general on social media. But
like what dude told me that I was a culture vulture.
When was this? Do I remember this one?
Yeah, this
was recently.
This is 2014. Because Trey was born.
Okay, this was pre some dude though.
Oh yeah, this is pre some dude. Yeah,
you still got that post on. Let me tag me in that.
I think so. I think that shit. Yeah, because I see it come up in my mentions.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot my man's name, but he told I defended Andrew Barber on some shit. Like Andrew the homie.
Mm-hmm.
He never did anything wrong to me. And dude came at me for defending him, and he called me a culture vulture. It's like, how? Me? How the fuck am I? How? He said some shit about me, like making fun of my people or something. Like, when have I ever made fun of people?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm talking about. I make fun of people all the time,
of course,
but not making fun of them to like denigrate my people.
Yeah.
I've always uplifted folks. I've
Absolutely.
gotten people jobs. I've given people jobs. I gave people money out of my pocket because they needed it, all of that stuff. Like, what is dude talking about? You don't even know me like that. But yeah, apparently I was making fun of my own people and I was defending Andrew. So I was a culture vulture. I was with that shit. I was, hey, okay.
Just give me a reason.
Give me a reason. No. That's the shit. Like, give me a reason, and we're off.
Yep.
Like, we're off. Now, that I know I can do. I don't
Yeah.
do that shit now because I ain't got the time, and that's why you probably like, yo, you seeing the growth. But yeah, like I appreciate that. I do appreciate that for Cam. I do appreciate that, and I don't think Cam want to beat with Dame.
I think really behind all of this, like you could tell how Cam is speaking, like about all of this. This is not something that he really wants to do. It's
Oh.
got to be paining him. It's got to be hurtful. You know what I'm saying? For him to actually do this and go on social media and speak on Dame. Like, I think all of this started because he told a story about Dame putting him in putting him in the movie Honor Up. I think Cam didn't want to do it and Dame kind of forced him, or you know what I'm saying? And then I don't know. I think maybe Cam didn't tell the whole story and Dame put out some clips of Cameron in the movie, actually being in the movie. I think Cam made it seem like whatever it is they did, he didn't want to do, and it was like wasn't much. But Dame responded back like that's why I was looking at this shit like, yo, is this a setup? Are they trying to like promote this movie or some shit like that? But then it escalated all the way to this at this point. So that's how I know. I'm like, that's why I was trying to figure out was this shit for real or not. But now it seems to be that this is a real beef, and I hate to see it because the love that they have shown each other, you know what I'm saying, is noticeable. And like, I never would have thought in a million years that Cameron and Dame would be beefing. So,
Like, do you want to beef with your big homie?
like, I don't think
really
nobody wants
with
to
your
beef
big
with
homie?
No. But I think Cam is using, at the end of the day, Cam's a businessman. He gonna use his platform to speak his mind, defend himself. He has two platforms that he can do it on. So why not? Fuck it.
And I mean, Cam sees himself.
Cam is at a point
Cam
where
sees himself.
we can do it.
Yeah, and Cam's like, I'm a big homie too. Like, don't try to look me just because you
exactly. You ain't just because I'm your just because you
that.
big homie, you not gonna little homie me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I respect Cam in that sense. I respect
And
he's gonna he's standing his ground.
I think that's probably one of the bigger questions to me when it comes to this whole Cam thing, this Cam Dame Dash thing. When does the big homie start to respect the little homie and just give him the respect that he deserves? Like, when does the person that looked out, that held you down, when does the OG understand that the person that he helped bring up in his game is not so little no more?
I would have thought that we would have saw this by now. I thought that's what we were witnessing. Like, that's what I'm saying. Damon Dash has always given Cameron grace. Like, he's always they've talked about it in interviews. Like, he's always bigged him up and showed him love. I don't know if Dame is jealous of Cameron's like progression. I don't know if he's like bypassing him. I don't know. Does the big homie feel like the little homie is bypassing me? He's surpassing me now. So, you know, now I gotta start some shit. Is that what's happening here? Is it jealousy? I don't know.
I don't know.
Is that what's happening?
And I don't want to say that because I don't know these two personally. So
right.
I don't want to say that's the case, but I do think it is a good question to have, not just with Cam and Dame, but just overall, because we do see a lot of OGs, a lot of big homies that their little homie may have outgrown them.
Like, does Dame feel like Cam like doesn't need him anymore? Like Cam is in a position where he don't need Dame and Dash to thrive.
Or better yet, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I think here's the better question. If Dame is down how everybody says he is, because I don't think he's down as everybody says he is, because I think that Dame has done probably a great job at being able to hide assets, or not necessarily hide assets, but not put assets in his name, so things won't get taken from him. I think he's done a great job. He did shit different than these goddamn Fortune 500 rich ass people have done. I won't say people's specific names because I don't want to be Jimmy Kimmel out here, but I think that Dame has done a good job at not putting things in his name, but maintaining a lifestyle, right? I think that this is not just Dame. This is a lot of folks. When does the OG respect the fact that the person that he brought up, the person that he helped out, may have outgrown him. And does the OG feel like that person owes him and they feel like they could collect at any time? I don't want to say that this is the case for Dame and Cameron, but it feels that way. It feels that way not just for Cam, it feels like that for other people too. Where Dame feels that I've done all of this for y'all. Now it's time for y'all to pay me back for what I've done, which I'll go back to this. When you fault so much, you the villain even when you ain't supposed to be.
Yeah.
And do people respect the fact that you went to war for them? And should you help them out when they need it? I think that is the whole thing with this. I think this is the whole thing with a lot of what Dame is dealing with some of these people, where forget, I won't even use teacher, I won't use pupils. Dame was the boss.
Yeah.
And as the boss, I went to war for all of y'all. It's now time for y'all to pay me back.
I would hope that that's not what
Dame
is
wrong?
Thinking. I would hope that this was just a misunderstanding and Dame felt the way because Cameron spoke about how he, how about the movie, and Dame just kind of like took it like, bro, why you trying to play me? You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't acting like you really wasn't in this movie when you were? I think Dame just took that personal. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would hope that this is. I can't see Dame being like hating on the little homie when at least Cam, because he spoke so highly of him and they've shown each other respect all over the years. So I would hate for it to be what you just kind of like made it possibly to be, man. I would hate for it to be that way.
But if that is the case, I think that's a huge conversation to be had.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's had often.
Yeah.
Like I try not to consider like even those folks to be like, yo, what up, OG and all that. And there's people that are much younger than me that I've helped out, that I've gave a platform to, and whether they are a personality, whether they are an artist, and I never once asked for anything in return. Never once. There's some people that I won't name no names that I've seen them elsewhere, and they have not paid homage, so to speak. Like somebody might say, yeah.
They ain't showing love. They ain't showing love to Bang.
And but here's the thing: I don't ask for it either.
Right, but
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care. I saw you when you was there, and now you're here. Congratulations. I'm not one of those people that get validated by people knowing me or people saying he was there from the beginning. Excuse me. Matter of fact, I'm about to say something that a lot of people might not agree on. I'm going to say something that a lot of people might not agree on, but this is me. I hate I've been there since the beginning ass nigga. I hate that. I hate him, man. I was there from the start. Man, I did this and I did that. I hate that person. Because to me, when I hear that, that person feels like I owe them something. And I don't. And people don't owe me because I played their record. People don't owe me because I gave them an interview. People don't owe me because I gave them a shot. You know how you owe me? By taking that shot and run with it. That's how you pay, or that's how you pay me back. If you said that I was there, no, this pain, that's how you pay me back. Keep going. Don't fall off.
Because that makes me proud that I was a part of the process.
Yeah, that's it. I hate it, but I hate man, I was there from the beginning ass nigga.
Yeah.
I hate that. How you pay how you show me love is by progression. Is what you said. That's how you show me love. There are many people that I've given shots to. There's many people that I was the first to play their music. It was many people that I was the first to interview them. It was many people that when teachers thought they wasn't gonna make it, I made sure that they were straight. And I gave them that extra time.
Mm-hmm.
Now go run with it. And I be proud when I see people out there. I be proud to see on social media folks are doing this and doing that. That's what makes me happy. But when you get that OG that was like, yo, man, I remember when you was also you remember when I was down.
Mm-hmm.
Like now you remember me when I was down, huh? Now you want to take credit for pulling me out the slums? I hate it. I've been there since the beginning, ass nigga. That man, go somewhere with that shit. And on the flip side, I feel uncomfortable when somebody says to me, "Oh man, you held me down when I was that." That make me uncomfortable. I don't want that. Oh man, progress.
For sure.
Progress. I see certain people. I don't need the validation that I helped you. What I need for you is to continue to make it. I'm not even gonna say put on the next man and all. I'm not even gonna say no. Do your thing. That's what makes me happy. And if I see you on the street and you don't acknowledge me or anything like that, fine, cool, all right. The end. So what? And for people that think that they have to be acknowledged every time, I think that's lame. That ain't me. And that's also why I feel like I'm not bitter. Even though I have no reason to be. But that's why I will never be one of them bitter ass folks. And that's what scares me about Dang. He feels like he has to be acknowledged about what he did for folks. And if he doesn't get that acknowledgement, whether it is just notoriety or I put you on, so let me invest at a cheaper, at this price and all, like, nah. Like, that's what scares me about the Dame thing.
Yeah.
And he ends up being that bitter dude that ends up on Art of Dialogue talking shit about folks. So that's my spiel on that. And that's our spiel on that, really. Hey, everything's a rollout, Mike.
For sure.
As we talked about earlier in the show, Cardi B is popped. Baby number 4. Couple of days before her album drops. It feels like when she drops her album, she has a baby. And this is only her second album.
Yeah.
Shout
out to Stephon Diggs.
Is that sexist though?
What do you mean?
Is this part of the rollout? People saying, "Oh man, she pregnant, dropping the album." Is that a sexist comment?
Well, I don't understand. What do you mean? Is it sexist to say that?
Why are we worried about the rollout with Cardi B in this album and then talking about? You're right, DG. Might have to put that on the shirt. Is that sexist for us to be worried about Cardi B's pregnancy on the week of her album rollout and trying to say that this is a rollout and all that? Like, is that sexist?
I mean, I don't have any problem with this. Like, if this is what I don't know if they planned on having a child, like her and Stephon.
No, clearly not.
Clearly, I mean, it just kind of just happened that way. I mean, she had to go to court. She was getting sued, and she just so happens to be before the album, and she used photos of her in the court to sell deluxe editions. Like, she's smart. This is marketing. It's good. Like, it's cool.
No,
Nobody should be. Nobody.
It seems like this pregnancy was definitely. We was practicing until one day your ass bust through the packaging. But you know what?
You my favorite accident.
You my favorite accident.
So pop some Cristal for Cardi's newborn child. Like, it's cool, bro. Like at the end of the day, fam, like, shout out to Cardi. You know, her album "Am I the Drama" dropping Friday. You know, the rollout has been great. Absolutely, I'm a Cardi fan, bro. It was crazy. I'm a Cardi fan. I remember when her
listen
debut.
To one damn song.
That's sexist. That's sexist. Why you ain't gonna listen to it, man? Because Bang don't like female rappers. Got it.
Nothing that's no.
Hey, that is.
There's nothing
crazy.
that's nothing that I'm going to
identify.
It don't
resonate.
It's not gonna resonate.
Bang, it's entertainment, dog. That's to my point. I listened to Cardi B's first album. I remember when Bodak Yellow dropped, and I was like, "Yo, this the chick that was on Love and Hip Hop." Like, shout out to her, fam. I love to see it. You know, I was cool with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And with her album,
no, I heard Bodak Yellow before it popped, and I was like, "Yo, she's out. She's out of here."
Yeah, and I was like,
"So I get it."
This is the chick from Love and Hip Hop. Like, that's dope. And you know what I'm saying? She actually decent on here. Like, it ain't like the greatest rap record in the world, but it was hot. It was one of the hottest records at the time. And you know, it led up to her debut album, you know, which won a Grammy for Rap Album of the Year. People disagree with who it won up against, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's Cardi. Shout out to her. Like, but I remember when her first album came out, it was me and my wife's anniversary, and we was at WrestleMania in New Orleans, and we listened to that album.
I remember when the album dropped.
I remember. Like, that's what I'm saying. The album was solid. The album was solid. Her first album, Invasion of Privacy, is solid, bro. Bangers on there.
Women jams.
It's crazy, fam. Like, that's crazy. I like female rappers. But to answer your question, yes, I'm a fan. I'm going to listen to her new album because I'm a fan. And I'm a fan of the rollout. I have no problem with this rollout. Sell your albums, Cardi. Do whatever you got to do. Make the deluxe, make the whatever, the triple album bundle, the courtroom edition package, whatever you got to do to sell those records. You do what you got to do. She out there standing on the street.
I do like the joint when she was bootlegging her shit on the street. I do love that. I love that. I was like, yo, that's
genius. You going out there and you actually interacting with the people. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You out there on a train. She on a train. She popped. And she got people reaching out of their wallets to hand her money to buy her a physical copied album. So, like, I appreciate the effort that she's putting into the rollout. And, you know, she's going on tour. So apparently she's going to have the baby, and then she's going to snap back, and then she's going to go on tour next year. So I love it. I love to see it. I have no problem with this at all, man. Do your thing, Cardi.
Look, man.
Shout out to Stephon Diggs for not pulling out, neither.
Well, he said on what's that Family Feud?
Yeah.
You know, when Steve Harvey asked him the question, he was like, "Leave it in." That's why your ass trouble now. Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to Cardi's album.
You should listen to it, Bang. I challenge you to listen to Cardi's album.
I will listen to the album. Give it a listen, just so I can say I give it a listen.
And we'll talk about it.
I
want you to give it a fair listen, Bang. Give it a fair listen.
I always give it. I gave the first album a fair listen.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a fair listen so we can talk about it next week.
Because it's not fair for you to say I'm not gonna listen to it because that doesn't resonate with me.
It don't. Look. I'm gonna tell you something. First let me say this. Right? I'm gonna listen to it for content purposes. Okay. Once I'm done, right? But to me, Cardi B is one script away from being the biggest movie star in the world or the biggest TV star in the world. I stand on it. Mm-hmm. She's a script away from being Lucille Ball. She is very entertaining. Let me just say this. Cardi B is very entertaining. And she is a script, whether it's TV or movie, away from being the biggest star in the world. I liken her to Lucille Ball. And I Love Lucy. She needs an I Love Lucy type script, and she will win the Emmy for Best Female Lead in a Comedy I am
Absolutely.
telling you.
Yeah.
To me, Cardi just doing music is a disservice.
Okay.
Because she is much more than that. She's very funny. She's very entertaining. What she's doing on the street is that. And somebody needs to write a television script for her and put that bitch on one of the networks or FX, because FX be having the great shows too. Or put that on HBO Max or any of these other streaming platforms, Netflix. Get Cardi a script, and I'm telling you, she's Lucille Ball.
Absolutely.
So I will never disrespect Cardi because I think that she's that dope, that entertaining. With that being said, she getting one listen of the day.
What if there's some songs on there that got replay value, bang?
It's not. I'm telling you now, it's not gonna have no replay. Mike, here's another reason why. Here's another reason why, Mike, that you say that, but I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong. I've listened to less and less rap every year. I've listened to less and less rap.
That's fair.
That's not my bag like that no more.
And the Cardi B album ain't gonna bring you back around to it.
Fam, I get in the car, put on some R&B. Like, let me go to this playlist that, like for those who follow me on Apple Music, I do my another random playlist. And I'll just drop like 20 random songs on there. And Mike, those 20 random songs are all R&B. I don't care for rap like that no more. I guess I'm old at this point, or my palate has changed. But like, for example, in the playlist that I just made like a week ago, to Get Me Back and Forth on Thursday, You by Paul Grant and Braylea, Wash You Away, Destin Conrad and Terrence Martin, Nolly, Journal Entry, Open Invite, Tiana Taylor and Kay Trianda, Open Invite, Cold as Hell by Tiana Taylor. They sample Beat Me 911. Kay Trianda sample Beat Me 911. Dope ass beat. Better Than I'm Imagine, her and Michelle Cello, Robert Glasper, Kamari, Akers, Terrence Martin and Kenyon Dixon, Circle of Love featuring Robert Glasper, Amaria, Dream of You, Noah Gott, Devin's House, India Shawn, Caught in the Middle, Elamine, Damage Control. Fam, this is all R&B, fam. I am not trying to be in the car listening with this. I'm not trying to be in the car listening to a whole bunch of rap. Love the Clips album. Love the Jid album. Love Chance's album as well. The Negro Problem on there is one of my favorite songs of the year. I do like some rap songs and rap albums. But when I am in the car, when I'm working from home, 9 times out of 10, it is R&B playing because I need to be mellowed out. I don't have to be up in there.
For sure.
I ain't got to do that no more. I'm tired.
That's progression, bang. That's progression.
And actually, speaking of this playlist, I can tell you some of my favorite songs right now. Wash You Away by Destin Conrad. India Shawn, Caught in the Middle. Oh man, I love that song. What's the other one? Paul Grant and Braylea. I love those. Those are 2 joints, R&B joints right now that I love. You would think that Bang be up in here listening to the hardest of hardcore rap. Nope. I am mellowed out when it comes to rap. I am mellowed out. I don't care who it is. I'm gonna get Eclipse. 2 weeks, move away. Jid, 2 weeks, move away. I'll come. Chance, 2 weeks. I'm gonna come back. Cause when Mobb Deep dropped this week, I think Mobb Deep dropping this weekend. Oh, that Mobb Deep and Clip song gonna get played heavily. That song can't go wrong in my eyes.
Hey man, shout out to Nas. Shout out to Nas and what he doing over there at his label, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Putting out, you know what I'm saying? We had a Ghostface album, we had a Raekwon album. Shit, we got a Slick Rick album, we getting a Mobb Deep album, and then we getting a Nas and Primo album. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out. Just wanted to throw that out there. Shout out to what Nas is doing over there, right?
And I'm gonna listen
for sure.
for 2 weeks.
You know what? I'm gonna do that too, man. I'm gonna start making. I have I have playlists, but my playlists are like really long, and they're like 300-400 records in all of them. I need to I'm gonna make a playlist. Like I'm gonna do like what you do, another random playlist, something like maybe 10 to 13 songs of just like random like vibe songs that I'll just love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this, I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
tap
like,
into that.
I think for me now, even though I love some of those albums that I told you, Clips, Jid, Chance, I want to say it's a couple of others that I've listened to, but those are the ones that I consistently go to: Clips, Jid, and Chance. Outside of that, man, vibe me out. Vibe me out.
For sure.
That Kamari Acres, I love that joint. India Shine, the song that I was telling you about. Let me get the name again. That India Shine, Caught in the Middle.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I'm a bridge guy.
Mm-hmm.
R&B singers, bring back the bridge.
For sure.
We need more bridges.
For sure.
We need that climax, that crescendo. Bring that back. I want to be able to listen to it and vibe, and then that bridge coming. I'm like, yeah, and not like sexual. I'm just like, yo, this is the shit I'm talking about.
You definitely just made the clapping noise, man.
I did. I did. I totally did. Even though that should be going on during the bridge too.
Hilarious.
No, I am a bridge guy. I need more bridges in my R&B. I don't want these short ass R&B songs. I want 2 verses, a bridge, getting back to that hook, and mellow it out. Like I want a bridge like goddamn Someone to Love, Mint Condition.
Mm-hmm.
I need a bridge like Boys to Men. Boys to Men had bridges all day long. I need bridges back. Give me that. But yeah, those like 3 of my favorite R&B songs right now. I'm gonna give Cardi those 3, fam. Those 3 hours. I'll even give it more than a run through. 3 hours, Mike.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Appreciate you on that, bro.
So for content purposes.
Hey, DG, I can't really get into Currency, bro. Like I not no more. I liked Currency, like early Currency, like Pilot Talk 1 and 2. I think after that, I stopped listening to Currency. It's just a little too sleepy for me. Shout out to Currency though. He's a good rapper, but he makes sleepy hip hop. Too sleepy for me. Shout out to Currency though. I like Currency.
He makes rap.
Yeah, bro.
For purposes of getting you high.
Yeah, man. I don't smoke weed, bro. So it don't hit the same as it might do a pothead. You know what I'm saying? So
Mike don't listen to pothead rap. He don't listen to R&B.
I'm definitely listening to R&B. So
I was worried about you and Mike Jones not having clean houses. I was worried for a good year that y'all houses.
One of my favorite songs right now, Kalani Folded. Great record.
Great record.
So
great video too. I am so apologetic of saying that I thought
oh my God, that is crazy. Go to her IG. Go to her IG. Tell me what you think she smelled like.
Wife is probably watching the pod, Mike.
Not you. I'm thinking to the audience. Not you.
Okay.
With the audience.
When I met her, she didn't stink. Come on, man.
Oh,
look,
my God.
Kalani is grown up, man. Kalani was out here dressing like.
I agree, but I can understand what you meant when you said that. I can understand at that time. At that time in her career, I understand why you would have.
Was out here looking like she just got out the bed. Now she working out and shit.
Why you would have made that assumption?
Taking care of herself.
That is hilarious.
She taking care of herself and shit. She working out. She drinking water.
Yeah, for sure.
Watermelon fast.
Yeah.
Doing watermelon fast and shit.
Yeah.
She in shape. She look.
And she out here making good R&B. I like.
She out here making good R&B.
I'm listening to R&B, bang. My house is clean. My wife makes we clean up on Sundays. My wife makes me like vacuum and like clean the tub. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know,
you put comment in there and let it sit.
Let it sit. Then get in there, put the gloves on and
let that shit marinate for about an hour.
Yes, a few hours. I think she does it on Sunday, so she do it Sunday morning. I'm not cleaning the tub while football is on. So after the 3 p.m. games, before the 7 o'clock game, I'll go in there.
So wait a minute, you put the comment in the tub
early in the morning.
Put in the comment at 11:45.
And then don't
finish until 5 o'clock.
Let it sit in there, bro. Let it sit.
Hey man, look. Shouts out to R&B. Bring Bridges back.
For sure.
Bring Bridges back and B-sides. We need Bridges and B-sides. Bring that back. Might do a podcast about Bridges and B-sides. Had conversations about that and stuff. I actually been thinking about doing another podcast. And I do a lot.
Yeah.
I would have to fit that in. It might be seasonal.
Okay.
One, even though we talk about everything on this podcast,
yeah,
I was wanting to do one like really music intensive.
Okay.
And specific. Like some of the podcasts that I've been listening to a lot lately are really music intensive specific or pop culture specific. And not in the way that is normal. I think it's because I listened to that Stevie Wonder podcast.
Yeah.
And it got me like thinking and stuff. But I got a couple of ideas that I'm running with and it'll be seasonal. It ain't gonna be nothing that's every day or every week and shit. It's probably seasonal, but something around, not necessarily nostalgia, but nostalgia specific, like nostalgia specific things, specific items of nostalgia. I wanted to do movie stuff, but Al and Dub doing that.
Yeah.
Al told me that Dub thinks I'm a celebrity.
I mean, you kind of,
I'm not, Mike.
Yeah, you know.
Shouts out to Al. I saw Al at our Prosa all class picnic.
Yes, sir.
And I was like, yo, when we gonna do this shit? He was like, man, Dub kind of feel bad that he kind of boom, boom, boom. And, he ain't want to waste your time. I'm like, do y'all know what the fuck you talking to? Like, just let me know. Like, I really want to talk about white cinema.
He think you too big to come on the pod. Is that what Dub thinks?
It sound like it. Like, no, I want.
Hey, Dub, Al, Bang is that guy. But
I want to talk about white cinema.
He's down. We've had conversations about white cinema on this pod, so it wouldn't be no issue to get on there.
I want to talk about why Dirty Dancing is one of the greatest movies of all time.
And he wants to talk about how Porky's is like, he wants to talk about Porky's.
Very influential in my life. Without Porky's, I'm not here.
For sure.
That's kind of fucked up.
See, y'all got to listen to Subdue Pod because y'all got to understand these are the type of Porky's is very essential to Bang's growing up.
Porky's
at a very young age.
Emmanuel, Roadhouse, Dirty Dancing, influential movies in my life.
Some of these films,
movies I had no business watching at the age that I was watching.
Crazy.
My dad set me next to him to watch Coffee. I was watching Pam Grier at ages I wasn't supposed to. We talk about on this pod. But white cinema has been, and there's certain versions of it. And Porky's.
We love white cinema.
We love white pork. Look. Porky's, Roadhouse, Dirty Dancing. What's another one? Ghostbusters.
For sure.
I know it's a couple of others.
I'm a Ghostbusters 2. I'm a Ghostbusters 2 kind of guy. I like the
I'm a Ghostbusters 2 guy too.
I love the second one. I love the second one.
I love this. It's like the first one was old. It was that transition from like old and grainy to then like we got a bigger budget and shit that. Would you when Eddie Murphy? They said that Eddie Murphy was supposed to be Winston. They wrote Winston for Eddie Murphy.
That would have been great. We needed that. Where'd you hear that? Where was that? Who said that? Eddie Murphy said that?
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd. No, Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis wrote the movie.
Eddie Murphy as a Ghostbuster would have been legendary.
Gee.
We would have got more than 2 Ghostbuster movies. We would have got if Eddie Murphy was. Come on, bro. Who dropped the ball on that?
I think he was filming.
I'm disappointed.
If I can remember correctly, I think he was filming like Beverly Hills Cop.
Let him finish. We could.
Oh, see, like for example,
studio was supposed to push the film back 6 months to let Eddie Murphy finish, so he could be a Ghostbuster. It could be a Ghostbuster.
See, Al, the perfect example. I want to talk about how Michael J. Fox may have had one of the best 2 movie runs ever and filmed them bitches at the same time with Back to the Future and Teen Wolf. Yeah. Boy, you could put Back to the Future on one DVD and then flip it on the other side and Teen Wolf, and I'll watch both of them joints. I love Teen Wolf, and I love Back to the Future. White cinema. And see, they ain't got both of those movies ain't got nothing to do with being nasty. Because you told me I grew up fast.
Both you grew up fast, movies, baby. They watched movies that he was supposed to be watching and movies that he didn't. So it's okay.
Look, I revere Back to the Future just like I revere Porky's. Mm-hmm. And Emmanuel gets just as much love as Roadhouse and Dirty Dancing. Mm-hmm. White cinema. Ain't nothing like it. Before we get out of here, man, we got a game this weekend, Mike.
For sure. Hey, man.
How you feel?
Hey, man, let me go. I'm looking. All right, look.
Go ahead. Because we both got a lot to say on this.
It's a 50-50 chance I might be at Soldier Field. I don't know. Because I actually, one of my homies made so this is what I was invited to go to the game prior to the season started. Like if the game, going to the game was being talked about. So the Cowboys came into the season. They lost opening day, Thursday night football against the Eagles. And they didn't score in the second half. And they lost that game. And then I told my homie, I said, look, check it out. I know they got the Giants this week, and Russell Wilson put on a poor performance in week 1. So it was like everybody was like guaranteeing victory for the Cowboys. And I'm like, I told my homie, I said, check it out. I'm not going to Soldier Field to watch the Cowboys play if they lose to the New York Football Giants. And me and you were texting as the game was progressing, and I think I texted you when I thought the game was over. I was like, and I said, I quote, I said I was gonna go to the game next week. The hell did that? Like I'm not going. I'm not gonna go put on a Cowboys jersey at Soldier Field and let these motherfuckers embarrass me. Like it's not gonna happen because the Bears actually have a legit chance of winning that football game because the Dallas Cowboys are just not that good. I'm not sold. I'm not bought in on the Dallas Cowboys, especially after what I just seen against the New York Football Giants. The Cowboys would be lucky to win 7 to 8 games this year, and I gave them 10. But now, from what I've seen, the first 2 games, I don't know. But the Cowboys did pull off the game. Shout out to Brandon Aubrey. Jerry Jones, you should pay Brandon Aubrey right now before the bookies pay him to start missing kicks. You get what I'm saying? Should I repeat myself? Jerry Jones, pay Brandon Aubrey before the bookies get to him and he starts shanking kicks out of nowhere like Mike Vanderjagt. All right? If you don't know who Mike Vanderjagt is, do your homework. You know what I'm saying? It never was proven, but I always said that Mike Vanderjagt was one of the highest percentage kickers ever in life, and he shanked the kick so bad in the playoffs, he had to be paid off to miss that kick. So please pay that man. But yeah, Brandon Aubrey is the best player on the Dallas Cowboys. So they play the Bears.
Mike,
Bang, how are you feeling about the Chicago Bears? So you may see me at Soldier Field, you may not. I'll let you know.
Yeah, you won't see me nowhere near that bitch. this last like couple of days has made me less and less excited to be a Bears fan.
Are you not excited for the future of the Chicago Bears right now, Bang?
No. Fam,
It's
your
so
head coach,
it's so crazy how just
your
after a couple games, the narrative just not the narrative, but the excitement and everything built around a team
Mike,
just switches crazy. Football drives you crazy.
Mike,
Go ahead, Bang.
the head coach said that the practice habits for the team is not at a championship level, which of course these niggas won what, how many games last year? Like 5 or something. So that takes time. But for him to say that means, especially coming from Detroit, is basically Ben Johnson saying, oh yeah, these niggas huff. That's what Ben Johnson just told his team. That man said the practice habits of the Bears are not at the championship level. The man who used to be the offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions, who at one point was a game away to going to the Super Bowl, and is still currently one of the favorites in the NFC to go to the Super Bowl. That man came here and said, our practice habits here ain't at a championship level. Mm-hmm. He's not comparing them to Detroit. That man basically just said, hey man, these dudes huff. We ain't there yet. It's gonna be a minute. So, in hearing that, yeah, Ben Johnson gonna be looking at some players, and he ain't looking at just some of these bench players and shit. Mm-hmm. He's looking at some of these other players. And he like, your ass ain't gonna be 2026, fam. Ben Johnson looks at this as a rebuilding year. And a peace to you, and you. You know who Ben Johnson reminds me of right now at this point? Ben Johnson, I won't use lean on me. I won't use, we gonna get on our J-Dub and Al shit. I won't use lean on me because he ain't black. He ain't Joe Clark.
He ain't Joe Clark.
But Ben Johnson reminds me of Jim Belushi, the principal.
Okay.
Seen that movie, The Principal?
Okay. Yep.
Jim Belushi is Ben Johnson, and Antoine Randall is Louis Gossett Jr. They getting a little riff. All right, we working with this riff-raff. We gonna get their ass out. We gonna beat up the drug dealers and the gang members and all that stuff. Yep. That's how Jim Belushi and Louis Gossett Jr. was in The Principal, right? From football terms, Ben Johnson and Antoine Randall, they Savan. Oh, we got to get your ass out of here. We got to get your ass out of here. We got to get your ass out of here. We going to get all of y'all out of here. We going to draft some people that fit for what I do. We going to slowly get y'all ass out. That's how I officially see this Bears team. This ain't got nothing to do with Caleb, ladies and gentlemen. Because y'all can talk all that shit y'all want about Caleb. He's improved over the last 2 games. And here's the other thing, too. Caleb is probably better than the people that's in the draft next year. And go look at free agency for quarterbacks in 2026. Lot to be desired. Mm-hmm. That being said, this ain't Caleb. This ain't Roma Dunze. This ain't even Colston Loveland, Luther Burden. This ain't some of those people he drafted, especially on the offensive side. But when I look at Jalen Johnson, when I look at Jaquan Brisker, when I look at Montez Sweat, when I look at DJ Moore, when I look at DeAndre Sweat, I can see all of them being on another team next year. That man said at the podium that this team does not have championship practice habits. And he know that. They won less than 7 games last year. But he's telling you, over there, we did this at a high level. Over here, y'all think this shit sweet. Y'all not even practicing the way that we need to be able to win. And we about to go against Dallas, who we could talk about that defense and how they gave up all those points to Russell Wilson. And Malik Neighbors was out here looking like Jerry Rice.
Shout out to Malik Neighbors. He tough. He tough.
We got Dak Prescott. We got CeeDee Lamb. We got George Pickens. We got Jake Ferguson. He's still over there, right?
Jake Ferguson, for sure.
Yeah, we gonna score 40. Y'all better score 41. Y'all ain't.
That's probably why I need to be at the game, because it's probably gonna be a shootout. Shootout.
Hey, Brian Schottenheimer, like, yo, y'all better score 41 because we gonna score 40.
Facts.
Ben Johnson, like, not with these. Yeah, I'm down. I am. Once I heard him say that shit today, I was done. Oh, fuck it. I don't know how many. Look, 4 games. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. This is where I'm at. Because I said the Bears are going to win 8. I've cut that shit down to 4. Saints, Giants, Browns, Bengals. Without Joe Burrow. 4. And honestly, 3 in the possible. Because they still got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Sure. I don't think Jake Browning going to be that bad.
Yeah, he could get the ball to them.
Everything else you got to fight for. No. So with that being said, yeah, I'm down. We got to go against Green Bay with goddamn Micah Parsons. Y'all let J.J. McCarthy ass look like Joe Montana coming back.
In one half.
You already see.
He looked like
in one quarter.
One half.
Really, 1 quarter. And then you got the Detroit Lions that just put 52 on you. You not winning the game in the division, son. Or you might win 1 against Minnesota. But you're not beating Detroit. And you're not beating Green Bay. You might beat Minnesota once. So that's what? How many games in the division? 6? That's 5. You're 1-5 there, Mike. You're 1-5. So you add that 4 that I told you?
Yeah.
I'm out. That man, Ben Johnson, said, yo, this team don't practice well, basically. They huff. We need to learn. Yeah. Some shit you ain't got to say, fam. You just called your team out. And your team going to be like, yeah, word. We're going to prove you wrong. Like, they're not going, like, I'll put it to you like this. I will bring Lean on Me into this. Ben Johnson is Joe Clark. I got to get the riffraff out of this school because we got to take that test. However, y'all took the test already and y'all failed it.
Yeah.
These folks don't believe in y'all, but y'all are my ghost. You trying to do whatever you can. Robert Guillaume yelling at him. I'm the head nigga in charge. These folks don't believe in you. Hey, you lock the gate, you lock the doors with locks and chains. The fire marshal come, but you end up passing the test. Y'all seen Lean on Me. At the end of the season, I hope we have a chance for Ben Johnson to sing Lean on Me with this team. I doubt it, though. Because he basically told us that this team don't even practice well. So if they don't practice well, how the hell you think they're going to come into a game and think about winning? That's where we at.
Damn.
So with that being said, man, great episode. Talked about Dane. Talked about Cardi B being pop, Stephon Diggs. Music to clean your house to. And how you going to beat us. I'll give you a score, Mike.
Man, I'm not confident in that
44
game.
44-30, Mike. We going to score 30.
44
Y'all
to 30.
going to score 44.
All right, cool. That's cool with me. That's cool, I guess, you know.
Go to the game. See a shootout.
Yeah, I might, man. I might be there. I might
have fun.
Very 50-50 right now, but we'll see. We'll see.
Have fun. Take the over.
Definitely take the over.
Take the over. Caleb might have his best game ever. Ain't gonna mean shit.
Eberflus, do something. Do something.
He gonna do something after that game. You know what he gonna do?
it.
He gonna pack his bags. That's what he gonna do.
God.
Brian Schottenheimer gonna be like, you let this team score 30? Your old team too?
Do something, Eberflus.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. 44-30, Mike. Y'all gonna win.
We'll see, man.
Close us out.
Some Dude Pod, man. Make sure y'all rate, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe. The Barber's Chair Network is where you can find Some Dude Pod, all other great content as well under the Barber's Chair Network. I'm Mike B. That's JR Bang at Mike B _CHR at JR Banks at Some Dude Pod. Facebook group hashtag Some Dude Pod. Search Some Dude Pod. You're gonna find us, man. You already know. Mike B, JR Bang. We out.
Yo, it's your girl Night Kel, and this is Some Dude Podcast. We out. Peace.